What's going on, guys? Ryan here. Just wanted to do a little video on my Occidental leather tool belt. I just bought it before Christmas and I just finished my 2 months of my apprenticeship in school. And I just had my first week back on the job and I thought I'd do a little review on it and kind of give you a tool belt tour and everything I keep in my belt. So stay tuned. What's going on, guys? We're back. So this is my belt. I picked up the Occidental leather tool belt from Atlas Machinery in Toronto. I highly recommend going there if you're gonna buy a tool belt. You can go try it on, mix and match different pouches to what you want tailored to you. So we can start with my hammer. I keep my hammer front left. I'm left-handed, so this is a left-handed setup. I keep it front left. It's a lot nicer to utilize it up here than rather having it in the back, because with these stiletto hammers, they got the rubber grips, but I find that it tends to stick in the holster when you're trying to get it out to the back. So when it's back there, it's a pain in the ass trying to wiggle and figure it out. So I keep it up front. This is the Stiletto T-Bone 3 15-ounce titanium hammer. I think this was, you can buy them for like 300 and something bucks. I didn't personally buy this one. My uncle bought it for me after I did a renovation to his office, but I was super grateful when he bought it for me. I would like to get a waffle face eventually. I think I'm gonna pick up the Stiletto T-Bone or a trim bone they just came out with. That's for trim. This is backstory. We do custom homes from start to finish. So if I had a milled face and I'm doing trim work or anything with delicate, I'd be marring up the surface and it wouldn't be good. So I'm kind of glad I got the smooth face, but once I get the trim bone, I'm gonna switch to a milled face. So that's my hammer. Coming back to the my tool pouch. Up front, we got the Stabella torpedo level. I got this in a kit with a 4-foot and a 2-foot level that costed just around $180. Now this alone, you can pick it up for around 60 or 80 bucks. So we got a steal on that. I was shocked. Coming back, we got, this belt is super stiff right now. I'm still breaking it in, so if you see me struggling with the tools, don't mind me. This is just an Olfa knife, standard issue Olfa knife with the snap-off blades. I do not recommend the snap-off blades. I should show you a picture, but I won't because this video will get taken down. But one day I was cutting foam we were insulating the floor in the basement before the concrete got poured over, and my blade snapped, and I cut the side of my leg at 8 stitches. It was not fun. So I don't recommend the snap-off blades, but I bought a pack and I'm gonna use them up. You know, safety second, right? So that's what I keep up there. Up front, if I can get it, Jesus. Putting a bitch of spot in my... I don't use this tool a lot, but when I do, it comes in handy. This is just a little Coast pen light. Sometimes when you're in a brand new house, the electricians haven't came, so you don't have power, and you're going to be working in a dark space, maybe working in a coal cellar or something, you can't see. Highly recommend getting a little flashlight. I also have a little flashlight that clipped to the brim of my hat, which is nice, but I don't have that on me right now. So I keep that in there. Then right here, I keep a Pica pencil. The Pica pencil is the best pencil. Like, I would never go back to a standard carpenter's pencil. The Pica pencil is just so much better. If you haven't seen one before, it's just kind of like a mechanical pencil back in the day when you went to school, but a carpenter grade or contractor grade. They have a few. This is just your standard Pica. They have a framing one, which is like 3/8 thick and flat, just like a carpenter's pencil. And they have a fine one. So I definitely recommend getting one of those. Then coming back, I just got a standard punch. This is a snap-on punch, so it's pretty valuable. I just use this for beating the nails that I can't get my hammer to and whatnot. Not too shabby. Same here, I got a little nail set for little trim nails. If I got my nail gun doesn't set them all the way, I'll just use this and pound them in further. Back here, I got my ratcheting screwdriver. Well, it's not ratcheting. It's hard to explain. There's no ratcheting mechanism. There's just a bearing, so it spins, and like, it's beautiful. I forget what the brand is. I think it's called Roller Gear or something, but there's no ratcheting teeth. It's just some sort of bearing mechanism. I don't know how it works, but I love it. It's a perfect little screwdriver for what I do. I think coming back, we got a set of dikes. These are nip packs or knife packs or whatever you call them. The best side cutters in the game, in my opinion. My cousin forced me to get them. I didn't want to get them, but they were definitely well worth the 60 or 70 bucks they cost, but I'll have them for quite a while, I think. And the teeth are still perfect on them. You can't see anything through it. Then coming here, I got my DeWalt chalk line. I want to get the Tajima one with the aluminum body and whatnot, but this is my first chalk line, and I still have it 3 years later. Granted, like the line is probably half as long because I ran it over with skid steers and cut it a whole bunch of times. I left it out in the rain, just kept taking the little tooth off and tying it back on. But I still, once this breaks, I'll probably get the Tajima, but until then, I don't really care. Then back in this pouch, I keep all my bits for my my drill, Robertson, flat, or no, actually I don't know flats, Phillips, some Torx bits in here, just standard stuff. Then in my big compartment, I keep, these are just extra lead for my Pica pencil. And then I keep just a Milwaukee extension for my bits. Standard, self-explanatory. Then the last thing I keep, every carpenter or any tradesperson should keep in their pouch. This is just a, I don't even know, my nonno calls it a sniffer, but it's just a Sperry, I guess the brand name is Sperry, but it tells you if wires are live or not. Very handy if you don't want to be working around live electrical, especially a carpenter. If you're an electrician, some guys, you know, the high and mighty, they want to work on live electrical, but I don't, so I, just in case, every time I work near anything or have to take a plug apart or something, I always use this just to make sure nothing's live. So I keep that there. That's basically everything here. I usually keep some tin snips on me, but we're doing trim right now and I don't need them, so I don't carry them. Also, I usually carry a nail pry bar, but I don't need it right now, so I don't keep it on me. Just make sure I don't have enough or too much weight in my pouch. This is my fastener bag. Up top here, I keep miscellaneous bits and whatnot, and my little measurement book. Every measurement I write down because I got short-term memory loss, and like most people do, and I write everything down so I don't forget. Pretty handy little book. Up front, another thing, this pouch actually is a right-handed pouch. But I took it because if this was backward, there's really no tape holder. So, and I found this is perfect for my tape. Chisels go out back. My square is backwards, but other than that, I love it like this. So when you go buy one, try everything in every different kind of combination. You'll find what you like. So I keep my my tape up front. This is the Milwaukee wide blade. My favorite tape. I've had the Fat Max. I've had DeWalt. This is my favorite. The whole blade itself, it's not gritty or it's kind of like a Fat Max, but just better in every way, kind of. And I love how big the tip is on it, so you can hook around and you can hook underneath stuff, especially when you're trying to go far. And this thing's got, I think, it's 11, pardon me, 14-foot, a 14-foot stand-out, which is pretty good for a tape measure in my opinion. So that's why I carry that. This is my third or fourth one this year, or this past year, but they stand up. My bottom pouch, I just keep my nails. 3-inch sinkers, standard stuff. A lot of carpenters use these kind of nails. Up here, we're doing trim, so I keep my little Milwaukee trim square. Highly recommend getting this if you're doing trim or any kind of small work, rather than using your big 7-inch square. Your little 4-inch square is going to work perfect. That I carry right here. Big pouch. Normally, I just carry my nail gun nails, little 2 1/4s or 3s. Basically everything I carry in there right now. Again, we haven't done much framing or anything, so I don't have this fully stocked up with everything, but maybe we'll do an update video in maybe 6 months because we've got 2 homes on the go. And then I just carry some gold screws in there in my my middle pouch. Then finally out back, I carry 2 chisels. One is my beater chisel when I chip mortar, concrete, anything that's got to get, I don't want to use my fine chisel for. This is a 3/4 inch Stanley. A 3-pack was 10 bucks at Home Depot. And this is my good chisel. This is for just chiseling anything that you don't want, that you need a sharp chisel for. Keep this nice and sharp for putting in door handles and chiseling it out. plates and whatnot, but that's pretty much it. If you want to replicate this setup, I'm pretty sure this belt costed $500 after tax, and these suspenders after tax was $200. So if you have $700 to burn, definitely get this belt. This is my 3rd year in the industry, so I used to have an old Occidental that I bought off my coworker that I paid like $100 for, but I thought I finished my 1st year of school, why not treat myself to a nice tool belt, and I couldn't be happier. So that's that. Thank you all for watching, and maybe I'll do a video on all the tools I actually take to the job site in my truck. If you want to see that video, give this video a like, and we'll see you guys in the next one.